And I wanted to show you this program. It's one of the first programs I've ever uh, designed, to teach you and to give you, the best tools. So it's to give you like an introduction to the world of concept design. So the idea is that you're passionate about movies, about character design and drawing. So this is the place for you. This is the place to get started. This is the place where you start, to have the concepts and how these things work. And I developed these courses, thinking about the things that you would feel that I would feel, I would need when I was a student, like this things uh, that I was craving, that I felt, my pain when I was a student. So this is the first course I designed, so you can see, if you will love, just to create, to design, to draw, um, if you want to become a professional designer, character designer, concept designer, this is the course for you. If you're a professional but you want to go and deepen into your knowledge, this is also a place for you. And the other thing is, if you want to become someone that it's at the top of the game, this is also for you. So these are, the kinds of people that might, receive that the ones that would receive a great benefit, from taking the course. So it's personally taught by me. Alongside with me, we're going to be doing amazing stuff. We're going to be creating uh, from scratch, starting, you can be starting, from zero almost. um, and here you can have almost a one-to-one experience. The idea is, we're going to have a group of students, like a selected group of students. So well, you're welcome, to join us. So this is a little bit, of my previous experience. Now, last year I just started, in 20 by the end of uh, 2024. I did, the concept design. I was the lead concept design for backgrounds in a project for Sonic Pictures. Super excited about that. So here you can see, it's a program based upon the Feng Shui School of Design, but it's going more, it has become way more personal. It's now, it has a lot about, my own experience within the industry, and it's becoming more and more my own thing. So the cool thing is that you can study it, from whatever you're in the world. You don't have to, pay for tickets or to stay in a new place. No, we can do this online, fully online. The idea as well for me is to give you like the best education for a fraction of the price, because I I'm thinking, about myself when I was a student, that I really wanted to learn lots, like all those cool stuff, but I didn't have, probably the money, or the chance to, to pay those things. That So the other thing is that you can go as fast as you want. You can go, you can take this really slow, or you can be super intense. We're gonna have a WhatsApp chat where we can talk. We can You can show us, the group, all of the things that you're doing, so we can work upon those things and you can become even better. So the idea is that as well, it's going to be super flexible in terms of materials and things you need. You can use a Procreate for your iPad Pro, or you can use any software, that allows you, to draw in your computer. That it's not, I mean, that it's brushed, like that you have a brush, like Photoshop, or those kind of software. The other thing is we're gonna start, to dive in into the language of the industry. So you're gonna have a lot of, insights and how this, the language and all of that. The other thing is that if you are really, really into this probably might get you started, into becoming part of this industry, hopefully, because this is super exciting. It's super fun. Um, it requires a lot of, of compromise to get into, because it needs a lot of, dedication. But this is a great starting point to do that. And I'm gonna be by your side all along. So you will. It's not like something that you don't have the right guidance. No, you can ask me at any point if you have any questions. So these are the topics that we're gonna be discussing. Within the first month, we're gonna make the essentials. We're gonna dive into the essentials of drawing, which is probably the most important thing of everything. When we're thinking about entertaining and all of these things, the most important thing probably it's drawing. So we're gonna dive into all these things, like I might not be right, but I'm certain. We're gonna start, to make thumbnails, to work with silhouettes, to make creatures, to understand its balance, to understand a little bit of composition, to dive into creativity, so you never get blocked, in terms of creativity. The ideas that you never design randomly, so it's not a bunch random stuff. No, it's how we make this with clarity and with purpose. How to quick sketch and design. The second month, it's going to be about how to make those things into narrative. How you understand those into narrative. How it's so important, to design with emotion and with clarity, to understand proportions, to understand the harmony, scale, functionality, historic moment, references, context. And the third month, we're going to start 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 tones. So this is a way of approaching design where you get to work in a more fluent way, and you start, to group things so you can understand them better. The other idea for it is, so the idea is for you to think about, the advantages of working digitally. So we're going to dive uh, into this. The other thing is that it's an organic course. So it depends on your questions and depends on the interaction that you have within the course. It dives and it moves depending on your necessities. It's not necessarily something that it's just one way, but depending on your interests, depending on your weaknesses, on the thing that you feel that are important to you, depending on all of those things, the course changes, because it's about you, how you can become the best version of yourself. So the idea is to use, tones, materials, to understand, start to understand how to make materials, how to understand light, how the references, how to use, the reference of light, how to understand digital painting and its textures, understand color blocking for effective design. And in the fourth month, we're going to do the same. We're going to repeat. It's going to be like repeating those ideas, so you get more comfortable by using all of those elements, so you can have the best results. So within 4 months, we're going to be doing like amazing stuff. This is going to be normally I do this with the groups of people, so we encourage, students, to have like a really like a cool peer pressure. When you have like student by your side that it's doing something cool, you probably want to do this cooler, even, even cooler. So that, gives a really, really healthy um, peer pressure, which is super cool. So the idea for this is that I had a previous price, but I'll show you, on the website, the new special, super, super special, because now my idea is, this was way, 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 way before, like probably more than 5 years ago. Um, and my idea was to be, like, to do this one by one, to be really, and my idea now it's to do this like really personal, but we can do this like with a group of bigger group of people, right? So we can decrease the price way, 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 and these are like some of the things that you will learn. So you can, ask me at any moment, if, by WhatsApp chat. You can contact us, through our website, and we can talk and discuss any questions that you might have. And that's it. I really, really recommend you, if you love creativity, if, creating, if creativity is something that it's really important for you, if this is your dream, if you think like, okay, that's enough, like I had enough, by conforming, with the standard, and I want to do something special, this is your place, and I'm right here for you. So you can do the same thing I did like years ago, which is taking that leap of faith and living your dream. That's exactly what I'm doing. And it has brought me so much happiness and so much joy, and I wouldn't, imagine my life in a different way. So if you're if you want to take that leap of faith, I'm right here, so to help you out, so you can accomplish all of those dreams, and you can become your best self. So yeah, this is the main idea. You'll be here. We're gonna be working. We're gonna be drawing. We're gonna be having fun. Now it's really interesting, because now technology has brought us, to a point where we have artificial intelligence. So we can use a lot of those tools. We can use a lot of 3D. We can use a lot of new stuff that are super exciting. But the most important is that you understand the basics. So this course is especially for you if you want to really, really dive into those core concepts and how you can improve, um, and how you can become a professional at this. My invitation in this course is, if you don't want to be, if anymore, like just a student, and step and go and dive and become a professional in this industry. So welcome everyone, and hope to see you on the other side. So take care and have a great one.